Gayism and homosexuality in the entertainment industry is not a new thing. It's funny how these things are beginning to show up, how these things are beginning to become, known to many people, and people are surprised. You know, I don't know why people are surprised because the entertainment industry is something that is cheered by the devil. I happen to be in the entertainment industry for more than 17 years of my life. I was an active artist, doing well in the music industry in Lagos. I started early, even though I didn't have any label or support from anybody. But I know the things I faced as an upcoming artist. I know the people I saw. I know the things I have seen. I know that for you to make it in the industry, your hands must be soiled in something. It's not an industry that you have to be a clean person to come out clean and you're going to make it like that. The industry is so dirty that before you see anybody becoming an A-list artist in the industry, the person must have done something that to recover from it would only take the grace of God. But now, I want us to read from the Bible to understand where the devil comes in this whole thing. Because for you as an artist, for you as an actor, you are in the entertainment industry, you have to understand who runs the industry that you belong to. You have to understand who runs the industry you are working from or you are working for. Most of us don't know that the industry is run by the devil. In fact, they must make you do something, or you must do something that is not godly before you can become famous in the industry. Now, the devil is in question was also the cherub in heaven working for God. Understand? God ordained him, established him, and gave him powers to minister. But most of us don't know that. So when the devil was chased down from heaven, he came down to earth to continue what he has already know. But most of us don't think that way. We think it's just about talent. Let me make it clear to you, as an artist, talent is not just enough in the entertainment industry. And it's not just Nigeria. Some people think Nigeria is corrupt and this. It's not just Nigeria. Talent is not just enough. Most of us have heard the story of Didi, PDD, this and that. It's not a new thing. These things have been going on from the 90s when PDD was, still very young. So it's not a new thing. And this is America. And these things have been happening in Nigeria because of maybe all these social media pages and all these bloggers are trying to bring out information and people are surprised. You don't have to be surprised. So as an artist, for you to think of going into the industry, you have to be prepared. You have to know what you are going into. You have to know the what is involved before you start thinking of how I want to blow. So let us read from the Bible. Let's read from Ezekiel 28 from verse 14. And he said, this is God talking. He said, "You were the anointed cherub who covers." That's God talking to the devil. "I established you. You walked back and forth in the midst of fiery stones." This is a Bible reference that is talking about God and the devil. How the devil was very close to God, how the devil was the anointed one who was the minister, if you can use that word. But so many of us today, we don't understand that the devil is still very active in the ministry I'm talking about the entertainment industry. Because he's no longer working with God does not mean that he's no longer active. Yes, that is why you see in every entertainment industry, in any sector, you will see that is the people heading the affairs there are either homosexuals or bisexual people. It's hard for you to see a clean Christian man who is the chairman of one big label. It's difficult. But if you know anyone, please drop a comment in the section. Let us discuss about that, because I don't know. All the names you're hearing, all the people you know, all the big names you know, the CEOs, the big names, the main ones, the mainstream labels. It is difficult for you to find a clean man in that industry. So when I was young, my early days in the industry, I just moved into Lagos. Then that was, I think, in 2004, 5, somewhere there. So I was hustling. I wanted to do my music. I was interested in music. I was chasing the music, but I was working. But what I do is when I work, I get paid. I go to the studio every month to record, to make a song. Just a young boy with a dream. I'm just dreaming, But all these things never occurred to me. I never knew that. Something like this is possible. Like, there's a lot of gay people that are willing to sponsor and project you to the limelight. Because I was born in a Christian home, so those things, it's not even occurring to me. I never thought about gay. I don't see it as a thing. I don't believe in it. I think it's just special people that has that. But I was working. So I was working in one restaurant. So I was working there. When I work, I make payment. I get paid. I record. So I was trying to mingle. Like, when I mean mingle, I'm trying to meet people that can help me, because in my working place, we had some rich guys who used to come there and eat and and drink and things like that. So I met this very handsome young man. He always come to our shop. The guy is nice to me. Whenever he comes to buy something, he always tip me with some change. Always he comes and look for me. Even if I'm not around, he asks of me. So when I told this guy I was into music, I gave him my songs, the songs I've recorded then. He was amazed, very happy. And to be honest, this guy is a big boy. When I mean big, I'm talking about 2005 in Festac. This guy was a big boy, driving all kinds of cars, all kinds of phones. So when I showed him my music, he went inside his car and played this music, played those songs, and he said, "This is good, this is wonderful. You know what? I'm going to help you. Now listen, your life have changed, and this and that and that and this." So when this guy was promising me this, I was happy. I was thanking God. I said, God has finally answered my prayer. This work I'm working is just for the meantime. So this guy have come in and said, okay, no problem. Next thing I see, this guy came with 2 phones. Then I'm talking about almost 20 years ago. This guy comes with 2 phones. I was very small. This guy came with 2 phones, Samsung and one other phone, then, and gave me Android phone, expensive phone that I cannot afford at that time. He gave me this phone. I said, this phone, I will take this phone. It is mine. 2. He didn't give me 1. He gave me 2 phones. I said, okay, this is his number. I can be calling him. He became more nicer to me. This guy became more nicer to me. He come to our shop. He would drop like 5,000 for me. Say, take this for lunch. He was coming to check up on me. I began to wonder. He would leave his office and call me in the afternoon and say, are you in the office? I say, yes, he come. He began to do this and begin to go further, check on me, give me money, become nicer. Because I was a very young guy, naive. I never knew what was happening. So this guy now came to me and I was like, okay, what happens is that I should stop sleeping, because then I was sleeping in the working place. I was sleeping in our shop. He said, no, that what happens is he will give me a house. I'll come and stay in his house. No, first of all, he told me to come and visit him. Let me come to his house. Let us stay together. And, So when I came to this guy's house the first time, this guy became very close to me. Like, he was trying to touch me. A very handsome boy touching me. He was touching me, hugging me, holding me, and I wasn't still aware. So this thing continued and continued. At the point, he now said, okay, let me come and sleep in his house. Let me come and be sleeping in his house. So the day I went to this man's house, I was just, let me lie down. This guy came and he was trying to, I didn't know that this man was a gay man. He was already into me, trying to help me, but he told me that I'm going to blow. He's going to do everything. Everything is done for me, and and he was trying to, sleep with me that night. So what I did was I ran out. He was in Festac, so I ran out and I met some boys and I told them, see what is happening. At that time, if they catch you as a gay, they will deal with you. Boys used to deal with gays then in the town. They used to beat them, seize their things, even report them to police. So So I told some guys, they come and call him out and begin to challenge him and begin to fight him, and then before you know it, they begin to collect things from him, and it became an issue. So at that time, I never knew that this man was a gay. It was dawned on me that these guys who are rich, they are very influential, they have all it takes to make anything happen. They are always gay. So when the guy, I told him I don't want again. They say, I told them, he gave me 2 phones, and they say, keep the phone. That the man is a gay. They will deal with him. They even collected some other things from him, including money. So the reason I'm telling you this story is because so many guys want to go into music. So many guys are already into the music industry, but they don't really know what is involved. They have not really jammed the people that are running the game. Because when you get there, when you see them, it is not going to just be talent. Something is going to be required from you that will affect your moral standards. It must be something that you might not recover from. It's not something that you just do and then you will just you just do it and you walk away. It's not even if smoking and drinking is just normal. I'm talking about something that will affect your future. That's why you see so many musicians, when they broke, when they are no longer reigning, they become broke. There is no future. They are condemned. So as an artist or as an actor planning to go into the entertainment industry, you must be prepared. So what I did myself, how I became successful, is that I said I don't want anybody to help me again. If I didn't blow to become a mainstream or A-list artist, it's okay. I took my fate by myself. I said, from today onwards, I'm going to work hard to make my own label, to sign myself, to push myself to the level I can. And that was what I did. That was why I didn't become an A-list artist. I had all it takes, I had all the talent, I had all the connections, I had everything. But this particular level, to cross over to that level, I couldn't do it. And that is why today I said, music, put it aside, because I understand what is involved. So many people don't know. They think it's about talent. I have a good song, bros, I have a good song. I can help you to my own standard. But when you are what you're looking for, most of you guys are looking to become an A-list artist. You want to become like Wizkid, you want to be like Davido, if your parents have money to sponsor you to spend, probably you will get there. Probably, I'm just saying probably, because even with your money, you will need those men to make things happen for you. Because there is like a cult. It's like a cult. Even with your money, you will need those men to make things happen for you. So probably, if your parents have money to waste, probably you might get there. But if you're a young man who is struggling to make music by yourself, it's not going to be easy. And I'll advise you to begin to try to find other means. Music is talent, and talent is good. Use your talent for the kingdom of God. Use your talent to worship God. Use your talent to serve God. It will be more profitable that way than trying to become an elite artist and to become the most famous artist and have all the money. But at the end of the day, your soul has been sold. At the end of the day, your life has been damaged. Use your gift for God. God is always a rewarder. God is always a rewarder of those who serve Him. If you serve God, He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. Don't think if I sing gospel music, I will not go far. Don't think gospel music is evergreen. If you sing a good song, gospel song, God will ever reward you for that. Serve God, be clean. Don't sell your soul. Don't sell your soul for fame. Don't damage yourself for money because you want to be famous. They will do it. They will make it happen. But your life will never remain the same. Please put yourself in prayer. Pray that God will direct you. Open your eyes to see what is happening. Don't allow yourself to be used. Don't fall into temptation because you want to become famous, because you want to make money. Change your direction. Put it in God's agenda. Put it into God's agenda. Work for God, serve God, sing for God, and God will reward you. And that's all I have for you in this video. I really appreciate everyone for watching. God bless you. I pray for you today that you're going to succeed in everything you're doing. And I will see you in the next video. Remain blessed and bye.